God made Adam and Eve perfect human beings. Their perfection is characterized by the freedom God gave them, by the autonomy to go where they wanted to go, by the volition to think in terms of using their skillfulness to become whatever it is they wanted to become. He gave that to them perfectly. However, the gift of freedom and autonomy and volition comes with responsibility. Most of us want what we want, but seldom do we think about the responsibilities that are attached to what we want, which really determines whether or not we legitimately want what we want. Do we want the responsibilities that are attached to them? However, this is illustrated in the fact that God gave Adam and Eve free domain of the entire garden. Eat what you want, name the animals, whatever you call them, that's what we'll call them. Have a great time carrying out your dominion responsibilities. But there's a tree in the midst of the garden. It is identified as the tree of good and evil. Don't touch it. Leave that thing alone. Now Adam and Eve have a test that is going to define their loyalty. Will they be loyal to God, or will they be self-sufficient? Will they take that little brain that they got and allow the limited ideas that are floating around in their head and decide to do what they think is in their best interest? Now, always, the forces of darkness represented by Satan, who took on the form of a snake and spoke through it. Now, the possibility of that in some people's minds, it just can't be comprehended. The reality is anything impossible with God? God can let anything happen he wants to. But the bottom line is this: that critter, in his effort to deface God, put ideas of seduction in Adam and Eve's head. God said, Eve said, that if we touch that tree, we're going to die. Satan said, Eve, come on, girl. God knows you ain't going to die. God knows if you eat of that tree, you're going to be like him. You're going to know the difference between good and evil. As a result, the temptation that was issued defined their inability to be more loyal to God than to self. And as a result, they sinned. And surprise, 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 when you sin, there are consequences to contend with. There are consequences that we got to now work out. Well, they were banished from the garden, and you know the rest of the story. What did Adam and Eve do that we do as well? We challenge the righteousness of God.